Hey folks, Stu Brookins here. I want to kind of give you a little briefing on a little trip I took today. I had to go over to just outside of Moncton from Kensington PEI, so over across the bridge in New Brunswick, and that's about 150 kilometer, a little bit less maybe, trip. So I was kind of curious what it was going to cost me. Going to Moncton from PEI is pretty common. Costco's over there, everything. So I just wanted to look at some real numbers. And today was a great day. The weather was good. It was 28 degrees here. I charged the battery to 100%. It showed 370K on the meter, or the clock as I call it. So yeah, I was feeling good about it. I had about 300K to do roughly. And so I felt pretty good about that. So I left here about 3:30. I was gone roughly about 4 hours. We'd stop for a little bite, but that's fine. Yeah, so it was a pretty decent trip. I thought I would probably wind up stopping maybe in Moncton or somewhere along the line for level 3 charger and get probably 10 minutes of charging just to bump up an extra 50K or something to give me a buffer. Because you can't count on the range, especially when you're on highway, you know, going fast or whatever. You could have headwinds. There's all kinds of reasons. So I didn't count on that 370K. But as it worked out, it was pretty accurate, and it did work out pretty well. Now, I drove moderately, about 10K above the posted limits mostly, and I didn't have any strong headwinds. I passed a couple of cars, nothing different. So it was kind of normal driving, I would say. Not aggressive, but certainly normal. So the results were like, so I've got home here now at 284 kilometers that I've traveled. I have 29% of battery remaining, so that means I've used 71% of my battery. It's a 98 kilowatt battery in this standard range Lightning, and I call it 100K, 100 kilowatt because that's just even numbers. So assuming I use 71 kilowatts, at 18 cents is what I pay for a kilowatt hour here on the island. It would cost me $12.78 for this trip that I've done today, okay? 284K, and it would set me back $12.78, which is about 4.5 cents per kilometer driven. So that's pretty economical. That in my display on the truck, it's showing that I got an average of 4 kilometers per every kilowatt. And if you go to the American measure, that would have been 2.5 miles. Again, I told you it's 4.5 cents a kilometer. That's what it cost me today to drive this truck. And if it was in miles, we'd be talking, based on my power rates, so on, 7.2 cents. So it's a little over 7 cents. So those would be the numbers if you're in the US. But for here, it's 4.5 cents per kilometer driven. That $12.78 in energy that I used today would allow me to buy 8.5 liters of fuel at $1.50 per liter, which is the going rate on PEI right now. So that means that I would have to travel the distance on 8.5 liters if I was using a gas vehicle. And I think 8.5 liters might get me at 100 kilometers in a full-sized F-150 gas. I don't know that it would. 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers sounds pretty good to me, and I don't know that a full-size gas F-150 would do that, but if it will, that's great. But if assuming it will, then that means that I would go 100 kilometers. Well, I went almost 3 times that in this truck, 284. So obviously there's a big cost difference there. I don't know how else to say it. It's just very economical. This truck was a deal when I got it. We got it. It's a company truck. We got rebates on it, and that brought it down actually below the cost of the gas version of this same truck. It's an XLT 2024. You know, that's phenomenal in itself, as far as I'm concerned. It's already saved me in the last year, I think, somewhere between $4,000 and $5,000 in fuel savings. I got 36,000 kilometers on it right now. Like, those numbers are just wild as far as I'm concerned. I expect this truck to save us in fuel costs in its half-life of 160,000 K, let's say, about $20,000 to $24,000 in fuel savings over that 160,000 K. So that's huge to me. The truck is very powerful. It's very quiet, smooth. It's very fast if you want to go fast. It just handles very well for a truck. I just really don't have anything bad to say about it, and it just amazes me that I can operate it this cheaply. Usually the truck is costing me about 5.5 cents per kilometer driven when I'm driving just around here. I just charge 80%. Usually I'm starting off close to 300K every day. That's all I need to be doing. I don't bother charging to 100% if I don't have to. I can. It's just there's kind of a debate as to whether or not that stresses the battery or any, and it probably doesn't. But again, I don't need it, so I don't charge to 100% every day. But again, $12.78 to go 284 kilometers. That's crazy. The bridge, the Confederation Bridge here, the rates are going to go down. And basically, in a couple of days, we're going to go to a $20 bridge fee versus a $50. And when we do that, if I want to go over to Moncton at Costco or something, I would be looking at a total cost of about $33 expense to go from here to Moncton and back to Costco and come back. So $33 is not an unreasonable expense, and that includes the bridge. But $12.78 for energy, unbelievable, I think. Tell me what you think. I don't know how you can argue those numbers. Unless I'm doing long haul trucking or towing a trailer great distances, I don't know how I could justify going to a gasoline powered vehicle again. I just don't see it. And if you have the extended range of the Lightning, that's 500 plus kilometers. You know, you could certainly haul trailers with reasonable distance at least. Anyway, that's kind of my take on it. I just wanted to kind of bring you up to speed on that. I mean, yeah, the numbers, to me, it's unbelievable. To drive a full-sized F-150, and it cost me 4.5 cents today to drive this thing per kilometer. I can't drive a Toyota Corolla for that. I don't think there's any gas-powered vehicle that I could drive for 4.5 cents a kilometer. Let me know if there is. Thank you.